Hello, welcome back to FT Football. I thought I'd come on air and give my opinions on the proposed European Super League. So firstly, I want to say it's an absolute disgrace. It will kill football as a whole, and I'm really against it. I am a Liverpool fan, and I can't believe that my club is one of the clubs that is proposing this Super League, that is trying to head up this Super League. It just seems preposterous to me that this could be even a good idea. So why is it such a bad idea? Well, for a start, where is the competition element in this Super League? There is no point in playing any of the games if there's no consequences of losing, and there's no real incentive to win either. It's all about the money. The reason the Premier League is so good, the reason the Champions League is so good, is that you get there on merit. If you are the best team in the league that year, you win the league. If you're the worst team in the league, you get relegated, you go down a tier, and it brings some hope for the teams in the league below because they can then get promoted to the Premier League if they're the best in that league. That excitement isn't just at the top that I think the owners think it is. It's not. The excitement is at the bottom. Half of the best stuff at the end of the season is relegation fighting teams, fighting their way out, the great escapes. There's none of that with this European Super League. It's elite clubs sticking together and just saying it's going to be us 20 teams, that's it. Where is the purpose in that? The best thing to happen is to have, if you're going to have something like a European Super League, have it with relegation and promotion where you have to deserve to be there. The reason the Champions League works so well is because of the teams from the previous season, the best teams from their leagues across Europe playing in one competition. If you're just there because you founded it, it's not working, is it? Tottenham have been terrible this season other than the Carabao Cup, yet they're going to be a team who's in this every league. Arsenal can barely beat Fulham, never mind beat the likes of these other super teams. They shouldn't be there. They're not even in the top four in the Premier League. Liverpool this season have been terrible and probably won't even make Champions League for next season. Again, they shouldn't be there. It should be on merit. Teams like West Ham, who've had an incredible season, on better contenders at the minute for being in a European Super League than some of the proposed English teams there because they've had a good season. You just won't get that same joy from this European Super League. When Leicester won the Premier League, it was so unexpected, but a European Super League will stop that from ever happening again because the money that it'll bring back if they're allowed to play in domestic leagues is just too much. £300 million it's proposed a year for these 12 teams who are in this European Super League, or it'll be extended to 20 teams. £300 million will kill the league because they'll be able to buy the best players. For me, it just is a shocking idea, and the fact that they're just kind of making it into this franchise, which is a very American way. It's going to be like the Super Bowl, where there's only these certain teams and nothing can really happen to them. There's no consequences. It's a very American way of looking at it, and most of the owners are American, so I can see why they're doing it, but it's not the way we play. Football isn't this American idea of sport. It's not where we want a World Series or a Super Bowl, the NFL sort of style. We don't want that. We want to see the changes. We want teams there on merit. The Champions League works so well, as I said before, because teams qualify there. If you have a great season, you get to qualify for the Champions League. It's not there because you founded it. Otherwise, we'd have the same teams. When Liverpool went there as a supporter, it hurt me not being in the Champions League. It was a tough time, but we weren't good enough. And it made it even better when we finally did get back to the Champions League and then won it. You know, that feeling was just so much better. But if you're there and you've always been there and you can't get relegated or can't be not in that competition, then it's boring. There's no fight for survival. There's nothing. You can be the worst team in the Super League, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be there anyway. Just a terrible idea. And football needs to stand together and stop this idea. I'm glad to see that so many people have been putting on social media their opinions of it to go out, to get rid of it, stand together. The fact that hashtag FSG was trending on Twitter, I was one of the people putting it in. My club, I'm glad to see the supporters. As supporters, we don't agree with it. It's terrible. I don't understand why they haven't even asked supporters whether they think it's a good idea. It just blows my mind how much they just think of themselves rather than the people who built the club, the fans who go to the games, who support the club. Football came from poorer areas. It doesn't come from the rich. It's a game that was taken from the poor, basically, by the rich, and that's what's happened to it. But this is just a step too far. I really do hope that governing bodies like UEFA, like FIFA, like the Premier League, EFL, they take big actions against the clubs who've even proposed to go through. I know that's my club involved. If they propose to go to this European Super League, deduct points from the Premier League from them this season. That'll teach them a lesson, because the prize money is less if they drop them. Maybe even relegate the clubs. That would show them a lesson for even proposing such a stupid idea. UEFA, ban them from the Champions League, ban them from the Europa League for a few seasons. Just for even the proposal, I think, would teach them a lesson that this isn't right, and that the fans aren't on board with it. Something needs to happen to stop this happening. So yeah, I'd love to hear all your guys' opinions. This was just a quick little video to explain my thoughts on the idea. I can't stand it. I can't believe that anyone would even propose it. If it had been like a tweet, I'd have just said it was a joke. But the fact it's a possibility is just awful, and something needs to be done drastically about it. And I hope together as football fans we can band together, no matter which team we support, and get this terrible idea out of the sport that we love so much. So that's just my opinions on this video. Tell me, guys, what you think of the European Super League in the comment section below. Are you against it like most people are, or do you think it'll have some purpose for it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button for more football videos every week. And if you subscribed and mint like that, make sure to click that bell button so you never miss a new video. As always, you've been watching FT Football. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, let's hopefully sort out this European Super League and make sure it doesn't happen. All right, thanks for watching, guys.
I think I'm overdosing.